Good evening and welcome to the Newshour Agenda. Madhavdas Gopalkrishnan. It was a momentous occasion for Revanth Reddy and the Congress party as they formed the government in Telangana for the first time. The Lal Bahadur Shastri Stadium in Hyderabad was teeming with Congress supporters amidst the grand oath-taking ceremony with the presence of the Gandhis themselves. However, what caused the stir was the noticeable absence of India stalwarts from the event. Mamta, Stalin, Akhilesh, Kejriwal and Uddhav all gave the ceremony a miss, which could be seen as a cold shoulder to the Congress. The presence of chief ministers of Himachal and Karnataka provided some comfort, and Mamta also sent a representative to attend the swearing-in ceremony. The BJP predicts that the ego clash between the allies will soon lead to the crumbling of India, while the SP contends that the chief ministers cannot be present at short notice. Listen.
आगे आगे देखिए होता है क्या? Castles are not made in the air. The very foundation of this self-serving organization is pure and simple wasted political interest with a lot of ego battle.
देखिए मुख्यमंत्री जितने मुख्यमंत्री लोग हैं वो बहुत बिजी लोग हैं। 3 दिन के नोटिस के ऊपर कहाँ आ सकते हैं? उनके एंगेजमेंट्स होते हैं। इंडिया गठबंधन इंटैक्ट है और रहेगा।
The Grand Old Party has been dealt another blow for the second consecutive day. Yesterday, top leaders of India skipped a Congress-led India meeting, forcing the party to label it formal. Today, it was the coronation ceremony. Many are unhappy with the Congress for not participating in seat sharing, accusing them of being selfish during the polls. The India allies have pointed fingers at the Congress, alleging that their arrogance led to the defeat in the recently concluded polls in MP Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh.
You're watching the News Hour at 10. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Let's take this right across to our guest. Joining us, Sanju Verma is BJP's national spokesperson, Shubhrashtra's author and founder of the Churn, Karuna Sagar is RJD's national spokesperson. We have Kishore Tiwari Sena, UBT spokesperson. But first and foremost, would like to go across. In fact, Dr. Akashdeep Puni, political analyst, also joining us. But Tehseen, I'm going to come to you first. Tehseen, what explains the absence of so many top leaders? We've seen in event after event, whenever there's a government of any opposition state, there are leaders of the Congress, there are leaders of other regional parties who attend these particular events. In this case, what is amazing is that not a single leader, except for Mr. Derek O'Brien, attended it. Is this a sign of the cracks that have appeared, the differences that have appeared between allies of the Congress in the India alliance?
Good evening, Madhav. Thank you so much for having me on the show. And at the onset of many congratulations to my friend Revanth on becoming the Chief Minister of Telangana. And I hope the BJP, under the 2 strongest men in the universe, can finally appoint a Chief Minister, because that's what they do. They mock the opposition when they take time. But BJP takes its own sweet time. That's all. That's process. But here's the question. Apart from the fact that this is a progressive vote for Telangana and this victory will boost the India alliance, I think personally the India alliance has never been stronger. Today, the India alliance has realized the need...
Why would you say that?
Because everybody has come together on one platform, and in January they're going to meet with an agenda for the country on how to take this nation forward, with a common minimum program and a vision document, and the India alliance is on one page. So while the BJP may conveniently mock, they don't even have an NDA. When was the last time a coordination meeting of the NDA was called? When India Alliance was formed. When was the last
Karuna
time?
Sagar on that. Karuna Sagar, is it a fact that the alliance is stronger than ever before? And is that statement really valid on a day when not a single big leader of the other regional parties have attended the swearing-in ceremony? What's going on, Mr. Sagar?
Well, Madhav, as my friend panelist said, the India alliance has been stronger because we have had a dress rehearsal elections, and we have seen where we need to do our course corrections. And the next meeting of India alliance, which is going to take place soon in less than maybe a week time, there will be concrete agenda, concrete plan, concrete strategy, and a blueprint of what we stand for, what we offer to the people vis-a-vis the BJP. Whereas there is no NDA, there is an India, and it's vibrant.
Okay, let me bring in Sanju Verma of the BJP. India is united, there's course correction taking place, everything is hunky-dory. Sanju Verma, the BJP is wrong when it says that there are cracks or there's divide within India alliance. Please respond.
Madhav, you can wake up a person who's sleeping, but you can't wake up somebody who pretends to be asleep all the time and brazenly at that. The Congress and its alliance partners are the proverbial ostrich, which refuses to stare at reality in the face with head buried deep in the sand. And I'll tell you why. If you remember, when the alliance first had its meeting in June this year, it was Arvind Kejriwal who threw a tantrum. That time saying that if the Congress does not support me on the ordinance issue, I don't want to be a part of this alliance. Then when the Congress agreed, after that in September 2023, since I'm from Mumbai, I remember they had this grand meeting at the Hyatt in Mumbai. And they said that in October, we will have a joint roadshow in Bhopal, which will be our show of strength ahead of the Madhya Pradesh elections. And just a few days prior to that so-called roadshow in Bhopal, that roadshow was cancelled, saying that, we've decided not to hold it for the time being. Those were the first indications that this is an alliance which is only a paper tiger. But this is not an alliance which is actually solid on the ground. And I'll tell you why. Even the so-called December 6th meeting, that has been a damp squib. Who attended Revanth Reddy's swearing in? It was the Himachal and the Karnataka chief ministers. Were any of the senior leaders from the alliance partners there at the swearing in of Revanth Reddy? Was Akhilesh Yadav there? Was Ram Gopal Yadav there? Was Lalu Prasad Yadav there? Was Tejasvi Yadav there? Was Mamata Banerjee there? Was Mamata Banerjee's nephew Abhishek Banerjee there? Was M.K. Stalin there? Was M.K. Stalin's son Udhayanidhi Stalin there? The answer is that, either if they were there, they chose to not speak in one voice. Point number two, some of them did attend the dinner hosted by Mr. Kharge, but even at the dinner hosted by Mr. Kharge, I did not see any big heavyweights, any big names who actually make a material difference to the alliance.
Okay.
If you
several top leaders. Okay, let me come in on this. Tehseen, the point is this, that the winter session is on. We know the top floor leaders are there. It's become a floor leaders meeting rather than the chiefs of the parties meeting, because one by one, whether it's Mr. Nitish Kumar, whether it's Mamata Banerjee, whether it's Uddhav Thackeray, whether it's Akhilesh Yadav, they've all by one dropped out of this meeting. And that's very clearly, many believe, an indication. And let me just read out what Mamata Banerjee said before you respond. I'm quoting Mamata Banerjee. She says that India parties cut votes. This is the truth. A question that's being asked then is that why not go in for a seat sharing in these assembly elections? You could have avoided this vote division. You could have put out a united front and sent a strong message out.
Madhav, if I had a paisa, just a paisa, for every time the BJP does whataboutery, I would be a billionaire in dollar terms. Now let me expose. And let me expose everything that's said. Stalin, sir, today, and I'm quoting Times Now, is covered because he was meeting Rajnath Singh ji. Point number one. Yes, the winter session of Parliament is on. So those leaders representing their parties will meet with Kharge ji, and we will also have a joint opposition strategy. As Madhav, you will grill me, and you will grill the Shiv Sena and RJD representative that why don't you have a joint strategy, important bills coming in. Point number three, the BJP, whose MLAs today are in a resort in Rajasthan, and therefore Vasundhara Raje ji had to be summoned that please resort the MLA. The MLAs, fathers are calling up, our kids have been kidnapped. They are giving the Congress and the opposition moral lecture on why the alliance is not good. The BJP, who lost alliance partners continuously, and just because Sanju comes from Mumbai, Devendra Fadnavis is writing to Ajit Pawar, isko mat shamil karo, usko mat shamil karo. They are giving lectures on national TV. Please, nobody needs any lectures from the BJP. Ask the BJP, when are the three chief ministers coming after having the two most powerful politicians in the world running the show?
Okay, Sanju Verma, answer. That's, I think, a fair question. He's saying that we have formed our government. This is normally, this kind of debate is what we see in the Congress camp. Uncertainty, if this was happening in Congress, I'm sure you would also attack them, saying, कि भाई इतना infighting क्यों है? क्यों नहीं decide कर सकते हो? So what's happening in the BJP is a question that he's asking you, perhaps legitimately.
Madhav, since Tehseen said that he would be a billionaire each time, he collected money given BJP's water boundary. I just have this to say to Tehseen, and I'm sure given the fact that he's a sport, he's not going to sulk and whine on national television. I remember UP or Uttarakhand Assembly 2022. We went to elections in 5 states, BJP won 4. And I remember Tehseen saying, उत्तर प्रदेश तो हम जीतेंगे, उत्तराखंड तो कांग्रेस जीतेगी, गोवा तो कांग्रेस जीतेगी, पंजाब में तो हमारा डंका जमेगा. क्या हुआ? Congress did not win a single state. And I remember barely few days back, Tehseen very, brazenly and with a lot of gumption and gusto said, छत्तीसगढ़ में तो बीजेपी का सुपड़ा साफ हो गया. मध्य प्रदेश में there's a massive anti-incumbency wave against Shivraj Singh Chauhan. BJP is going to be slaughtered at the hustings. Can he tell, what? In Rajasthan, please wait for a surprise. Ashok Gehlot is going to spring a surprise. We'll form the government second time running. What happened? Poor Tehseen has had to.
But that's I agree. You're factually correct. But that's a debate that we've had, Sanju Verma. Let's look at alliances. Let's look at the future. But Tehseen, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Even you've not been accurate. That's all she's saying.
Okay, I'm answering that. I'll tell you where the difference between Tehseen is right. People expect a lot from the BJP, and I'm happy that, the bar is set right there in terms of expecting accountability from the BJP. Let's be very honest. Where is the difference between BJP and the Congress? Delay BJP की तरफ से भी हो रही है, delay Congress की तरफ से भी कर्नाटका के बाद हुई थी. But the difference is this. After Karnataka results were out, D.K. Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah were out in the open. The knives were out. They were loggerheads washing their dirty laundry in public. I challenge Tehseen to say if Vasundhara Raje or Shivraj Singh Chauhan or Raman Singh are...
Let me. Okay. Just quick response. 20 seconds. I have to go across to others. There's so many other guests waiting. Quickly. Very quickly.
I'm quoting Times of India, where BJP MLAs were sitting in the assembly on Dharna against Yogi Adityanath ji. The father of Lalit Meena ji right now has complained that his son has been kidnapped and is in a resort. Point number 2. Point number 3, of course I said that Congress is going to win, opposition is going to win. I want them to win. What can I say? I was inspired by Amit Shah ji, who said they are winning West Bengal. I said Conrad Sagma is the most corrupt man in India since independence, and went on to form a government. If I'm inspired by the Home Minister, what can I say?
Predictions wrong. Tehseen Poonawalla, don't dare to compare yourself with Amit Shah. You're a paid political analyst. इसलिए शांत हो जाओ.
Okay. No personal. No, let's not get personal. Let's not get personal. But he is just saying that there are divides within various political formations. Let me now quickly open this up to other leaders as well. And let me bring in Kishore Tiwari. Kishore Tiwari, do you think that the Bihar comment made by Mr. Revanth Reddy that the BJP has been picking up, you heard Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad today as well, do you think somewhere that's also having an impact on the unity? Because, there are questions that are being raised which are uncomfortable for the allies to answer within the India alliance. Kishore Tiwari.
No, the Revanth Reddy's oath ceremony, it is a fact that the top order leadership of India Alliance or the other opposition parties are not attended. But it doesn't mean that we have some issue. But at the same time...
So why didn't you attend, sir? Can you tell us why did so many leaders not attend? What explains this?
There are certain issues, and
such as
that is the issue of a seat sharing and splitting up the vote in assembly elections, because that has given edge to the BJP. So we want to get it clear, but it doesn't mean the cracks have been developed. There is no India alliance, and so there are some differences. That's a thing like that. We want to fight 24 elections united. 1-to-1 fight will be there. And if some people are not attending the meeting, it doesn't mean that there are some cracks. And why BJP?
But there are issues. You said that there were seat sharing issues. You have just now said that there are seat sharing issues.
Madhav, we want to get it clear. Congress cannot work like this, that they are work in assembly polls. They cannot ignore the regional parties. Respect of the regional parties should be retained, and the seat sharing, a respectable formula should be there. That's the truth. And we are working on a minimum common program. So the respect of our feeling should be there. Congress cannot go on insulting the opposition like this. Because we want to fight together on a minimum common program, and that should be focused. It should touch to the people. And the people's hot button should be pressed. So I will not deny that India alliance, we have some problem with the seat sharing because Congress wants to lead the states and all these things. Like Maharashtra, we want to have, we were having 21 member of parliament.
Okay.
So our share should be there. The NCP share should be there. And Congress, who are having only one member of parliament, but the proper share should the Congress should also be given. So
absolutely. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. And that's what we've been debating for the last few minutes. Let me bring in Akashdeep Buni as well. Akashdeep Buni, do you agree with what Krishna Tiwari is saying, that at the end of the day, the Congress party cannot, be this one big brother in this alliance? It has to accommodate what the regional parties also want. Their aspirations also have to be fulfilled. Like what Akhilesh has been saying, Mamata Banerjee has been saying, and that's even Omar Abdullah, several leaders, including Nitish Kumar, have been mentioning over the last several weeks. Akashdeep.
Madhav, I totally agree with you and my fellow panelists that yes, Congress cannot play big brother in India bloc. Yes, it has a majority in 180 to 200 seats. It has to play a big role in that. But the other seats, 360 or 340 seats, it has to accommodate the other players. But my question is to Bharatiya Janata Party, who is questioning the attendees in the oath ceremony of Revanth Reddy ji. I remember last year, Pushkar Singh Dhami took oath. How many chief ministers of I.N.D.I.A bloc attended it? Did Lok Jan Shakti Party attend? Gorkha National Liberation Front attend? And I can read 38 to 38 parties. And you also remember, Madhav, that how many parties did attend it. So the point I am making is that attending a oath ceremony does not mean that the coalition is intact or not intact. Coalition depends upon two things: chemistry and mathematics. Chemistry is that are they secular enough to be having a coalition amongst themselves? Great. And if the arithmetic falls great in this India bloc, they'll be putting a big fight in 2024.
So you're saying mathematics is there, but chemistry is missing. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying is that chemistry is there, but mathematics is to be done.
Chemistry is there, but mathematics is to be done. That's a completely new way of looking at it. But Subhrashtra, I want you to respond to him. He says that attending the alliance is no measure. Attending the swearing-in is no measure of the unity of the alliance. That's a wrong way to look at it. That's what Akashdeep Buni is saying. You'd like to respond to him, Subhrashtra?
I really want to know, because there are a lot of I.N.D.I.A alliance members right here on your panel. What are the parameters on which we should judge the I.N.D.I.A alliance? Because here, Mr. Revanth Reddy, who is now to become the chief, is now the chief minister of Telangana, goes on to talk about Bihari DNA. And we have a Bihari sitting here on your panel, a Bihari politician sitting here on your panel, who has the guts and gumption to actually come out and say that we will figure out what agenda we will fight elections on, that we will have a position on various issues that the alliance stands for. I really want to know from these, there are a lot of these people are, on your panel are actually I.N.D.I.A alliance supporters or endorsers. I really want to know what is their one stand on any one particular issue, except of course the fact that they want to remove.
Let's start with the issue. Let's start with the words used by Mr. Revanth Reddy. He's been sworn in today. Perhaps it's appropriate for the RJD spokesperson to come in on this, because Mr. Karuna Sagar, you are based in Patna. You heard Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad today when he held the press conference of the BJP, and he was questioning Nitish Kumar. He was saying that why is Nitish Kumar silent when there are questions being raised linking the former Chief Minister, Mr. KCR, to the caste that Mr. Nitish Kumar says he's the leader of. Why is he silent on this? Would you like to respond, Mr. Karuna Sagar?
Madhav, let me just add a 10-second note to it.
Madhav, on this issue...
Yeah. She wants to just add a quick question. Quick question, you can respond to her. I'm going to allow her 10 seconds. Yeah, Subhrashtra, 10 seconds and then Mr. Karuna Sagar. Yeah.
In 2015, the very same Nitish Kumar, without any issue, actually created an entire campaign out of the whole Bihari DNA thing. And today his silence and RJD's criminal conspiracy to actually support that silence speaks volumes about what kind of politics they have with respect to the Bihari pride and Bihari representation outside of Bihar.
Okay, Karuna Sagar.
Yeah, on this issue, a very, very senior cabinet minister in Bihar, Mr. Ashok Chaudhary, he has given his remarks. He has spoken about it, and he has also reminded BJP of 2015 when the Prime Minister talked about the DNA of Mr. Nitish Kumar. So I think from our side, the reactions have already been given, and there is nothing further to add to it.
Oh, the reactions have been given. That's it? Matter ends there? Subrashta?
Can I please say something?
I'm coming to you. Just a second.
I would actually leave it to the collective wisdom of Biharis in Bihar, settled outside Bihar, settled abroad, to actually see for themselves. This is the kind of representation, political representation that we have in Bihar. I'm shocked to learn, Madhav, that they have no outrage whatsoever. It's not a small insult that, Revanth Reddy unleashed on Biharis. And these are people who have been singing paeans for Bihar, who have been talking about Bihari pride in one way or the other. They have nothing to add than to say that some Ashok Chaudhary, who is not even a part of RJD, by the way, he's a JDU politician, has something to say on that. Where is Tejasvi Yadav on this? He's a young, dynamic leader, I hear.
Okay. We don't have Tejasvi Yadav. We have Tehseen Poonawalla in our studio who wants to respond to you. Tehseen Poonawalla.
Where is Rabri Devi?
Now let me.
Tehseen wants to respond to you.
Let me make it absolutely abundantly clear. What Shri Revanth, sir, if I may just, sir, please, if I may just, sir, if I may just, let me make it absolutely abundantly clear. I'm just going to take 2 minutes. I won't speak after this. What Shri Revanth Reddy said about our Bihar fellow citizens was wrong, is not accepted, and the India alliance does not accept it. Now, of course, you should find fault with it, and Subrashta is very right in attacking it. I'm just wondering, where is the superiority of the BJP moral superiority, whose first alliance partner was the Shiv Sena, which then used to beat up everyone from North India, go out and beat them up. Where was BJP's superiority when the most honorable Prime Minister compared Kerala to Somalia? Where was the BJP superiority when the most honorable Prime Minister insulted the DNA of Bihar? Where was the BJP superiority when just recently, and Times Now covered, Ramesh Biduri said the most offensive things in Parliament, and Ramesh Biduri was promoted against Sachin Pilot. The BJP has no moral right. What Revanth Reddy said was wrong.
Let the
BJP has no moral right to lecture us. BJP encouraged while Shiv Sena was beating up North Indians. Beating up physically.
We heard you. Both the Shiv Sena and the BJP will come in. First Sanju Verma and then Kishore Tiwari. Sanju Verma.
Madhav, Hindi ki jo kahavat hai na, and Tehseen, now please listen intently because I did not heckle you. You were giving a lecture on BJP and how BJP has no morality, blah, blah, blah. बड़े बेआबरू होकर तेरे कूचे से हम निकले, बहुत मेरे अरमान निकले, लेकिन फिर भी कुछ कम निकले. And I'll tell you why. You're the last person who should be giving, spewed out pearls of wisdom on morality. Forget what Udayanidhi Stalin said about Sanatan Dharma. 80% of this country is Hindus. Priyanka Khadge, a minister in the Siddaramaiah cabinet and son of the Congress president Mallikarjun Khadge, endorsed Udayanidhi Stalin and said, if Udayanidhi Stalin has compared Sanatan Dharma to rabies, dengue, malaria, what have you, kya galat kiya? Rahul Gandhi, who has an opinion on everything under the sun, Priyanka Vadra, who has an opinion on everything under the sun, इनके मुंह में दही जम गया था when Priyanka Khadge was endorsing the bigotry of Udayanidhi Stalin. But wait, that's not the end. Senthil Kumar, barely 48 hours back, compared the Hindi heartland to Gaumutra states and then later apologized. It is like saying, I'm a repeat offender, I will keep humiliating you, I will keep insulting the electorate, and then I say sorry. This is the same Senthil Kumar who a couple of years back had said that why do Hindus worship Lord Krishna? Lord Krishna was nothing but a notorious Eve teaser. This is on record, and yesterday Padmaja Joshi even exposed Senthil Kumar on her show by talking about his distasteful comments on Lord Krishna a couple of years back. Point number 3. Your own Mallikarjun Khadge, forget Priyanka Khadge, as they say, the apple does not fall far from the tree. And we know where Priyanka Khadge gets his bigotry from. Mallikarjun Khadge on the eve of Lok Sabha 2019 said, and this is a video which is viral on social media, I'm sure Madhav is aware of it. Mallikarjun Khadge said, इस बार मोदी सरकार को वोट मत देना, क्योंकि यदि बीजेपी दोबारा 2019 में चुनाव जीत गई, तो ये लोग हिंदू राष्ट्र बना देंगे और सबको कहेंगे सनातन धर्म फॉलो करो. I mean, look at the crass, look at the radical bigotry of the Congress president and his son and the dynasty, the family-owned private limited company of Sonia, Rahul and Priyanka Vadra, completely, blissfully.
So there are several statements made this side, Tehseen, and the Congress should also be apologizing. First was Sanju Verma saying. Quick response, then I'll go across to Kishore Tiwari.
I won't use the words like kiske muh mein kya dahi jam gaya tha. I can also use those words. But did the Honorable Prime Minister condemn what Sanjay Nishad ji said about Raja Dashrath and Lord Ram? If I repeat those, Madhav, on your show, both you and I will be in jail. Dilip Ghosh ji said the worst things about Ma Durga. You know it, Madhav. If I say this on the show, we'd be in jail. He was promoted. The BJP, like I said, I am not justifying what anyone said. I am saying the BJP has no moral right. And since this is about playing videos, if I play the video of what T. Raja said after his victory procession,
let's not get that.
You know what he played. Yeah, I won't do it. I won't do it.
I don't want to degenerate this debate into such tutu, please.
I won't do it.
But let me come back.
I won't do it.
Okay,
because
20 seconds. Quickly.
I won't do it because you don't want to degenerate. The BJP has degenerated the discourse in this country. They have no moral rights. I am saying what's wrong. They should not give it.
I'm coming back. Ladies and gentlemen, if we go on like this, of course, I don't want this debate to go down a completely different road. We're discussing what's happened in Telangana and the comments of Mr. Revanth Reddy. And I want Kishore Tiwari to come in because a question was raised of the Shiv Sena by Tehseen Poonawalla. Kishore Tiwari, a few minutes ago, you heard Tehseen Poonawalla say that the India allies should be more concerned about what the Shiv Sena has done. Here, there's a comment of Revanth Reddy which is condemnable in relation to Bihar. But there are actions of the Shiv Senics which are even more condemnable in terms of their behavior and the violence towards people from the state of Bihar and UP in the past. How would you respond to it, Mr. Tiwari?
No. Now we have become a part of India. And there is a totally different approach of Uddhav Thackeray, and which he has shown in the period of Corona. So the things are of the past only. Yes. So Subrata asked me some questions, who is their leader and all these things. I think Congress will be contesting the seats more than 240 and maximum seat will be of Congress. So I think Rahul Gandhi is the Prime Minister in waiting. Be aware.
Prime Minister in waiting.
I'm telling the truth. But regional parties should be given the proper seat sharing of with respect to their vote sharing. And other than that, there are some new leaders who have come up and they are talking about the nonsense, hurting the feelings of the other communities and other religions also. So they should avoid it. If you want to become a politician, be matured and talk about the economic policy, agrarian crisis, employment and outlook. And you should... Modi is getting...
There's to be positive statements coming in, statements of development and economy. But Shubhrashtra, you want to quickly respond because you're saying that the Shiv Sena of today is not the Shiv Sena of the old. We have changed our outlook completely. Your response to Mr. Tiwari?
I don't want to respond to Mr. Tiwari on this question because I never asked this question, who is going to be the leader. If Mr. Tiwari on national television concedes that Rahul Gandhi should be the chief prime ministerial candidate, I have nothing more to say.
No.
I mean, come on.
On the point of Shiv Sena's approach towards people of Bihar, that's the question that Tehseen raised. And the BJP also has raised.
BJP was enjoying.
One by one, please. One by one. I want Shubhrashtra to respond to that. To Mr. Tiwari.
Shubhrashtra should know this is the fact.
You know, Tejasvi Yadav.
1 second, sir. You said your statement. Let the lady come in now. Let her respond to you.
Tejasvi Yadav is half Rahul Gandhi's age. He's a deputy chief minister of Bihar. He has proved himself. Despite the fact that I have a lot of political differences with the RJT, will Tejasvi Yadav accept Rahul Gandhi as a prime ministerial candidate? Should a Mamata Banerjee accept Rahul Gandhi as the prime ministerial candidate? Will Arvind Kejriwal accept Rahul Gandhi as the prime ministerial candidate? Should an Uddhav Thackeray or an Aditya Thackeray accept Rahul Gandhi as a prime ministerial candidate?
Member of parliament. That's the only reflected member of parliament. If the Congress is having more than 150 members of parliament.
Okay. Many questions. I want to give Karuna Sagar quick 30 seconds to respond to that question. Will Tejasvi accept Rahul Gandhi as a prime ministerial candidate? That's a question coming from Shubhrashtra. Please respond to it. Karuna Sagar.
Yeah, that is her opinion, and you know that prime ministerial candidates are not decided in newsroom debates. the India Alliance is fighting this election with collective leadership, and when the time comes, a leader from among the elected MPs would be decided.
Okay.
So as of now, there is absolutely
So you've answered that question without answering it. Thanks so much, Karuna Sagar. We'll have to leave it there. I'd like to thank you as well as Dr. Akashdeep Muni for joining us on debate number 1. Subrashta, Sanju Verma, Tehseen Poonawalla and Kishore Tiwari stay with us for debate number 2 on the Newshour Agenda this evening.